I am going to be working on the Essential Cargo Belt Bag by Evergreen Threads. I've been wanting to make this pattern for quite some time since it first came out. Amberly and I have, who's the pattern designer, have become pretty close. And so I'm really excited. Oh, I have my iPad on here so I can see when you guys pop in. Say hello if you pop in today, if you're sewing with me, or if you're watching this on the replay. Come on in, say hi. But I am going to be sewing the Essential Cargo Belt Bag. I don't know if we'll get it all finished. I figured we'd sew for maybe about 2 hours together because I do need to make dinner tonight and get some other stuff done. But I wanted to get on this because I've been waiting on hardware and the hardware came. I saw the mail lady show up with it and I was like, you know what, I was all done. I cleaned up the sewing room from my other prior projects today. And I was like, you know what, we're going to get online and we're going to sew this together. I have never sewn this pattern. So I'm going, and I haven't watched any videos of the pattern. I am strictly going by the written pattern. That is one of the things. I have read through it for the most part, and I do feel, good morning, Fran. Hey, how are you? So I'm looking forward to sewing this because Amberly, she's meticulous, and those are the type of people I love sewing their patterns without anything else other than the pattern itself. So we'll see how it goes. The first part is putting our card slots together. So I just kind of ironed that and got that ready. We might add a couple little changes here and there. I am using my Sailrite Fabricator today because I don't have my Bernita set up. I took it with me to the Mojo Sews weekend and it's still in my carry case. So, you know, definitely, I think this is more of a industrial or semi-industrial pattern to sew. I love the unique look of this pattern. Let me grab the main page of the pattern here. Oh, maybe I have it with me already. I might have it with me already. But this kind of shows it. I'm sorry that it's in black and white. What I love about this is that it has a double zip area, which I think is going to be really cool. I've never done that before. I'm actually making this for my nephew. So if you've been following me for a little while, you know that we designed fabric for the book by Sarah A. Parker, When the Moon Hatched. And my nephew, he is the one who drew the dragons for us. He is going to art school, and I read When the Moon Hatched, and then I read it again. And then in the shower, I was like, gosh, I really want to make fabric for this. Like Sarah Parker, her writing is so visual. And I was like, I wonder if she would give us the go to make licensed fabric. And Sarah is so sweet and so nice. And she said yes. So then while I was in the shower, I was like, who am I going to get to draw this? Like, I'm always about giving people opportunities. And I wasn't opposed to hiring an artist, but I wanted someone who I felt maybe had that aesthetic of drawing, and I hadn't really seen it anywhere. Hi, Misty. And so I was in the shower, and my nephew has shared some of his drawings with my kids. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to reach out to Daniel and see if he wants this. He had taken a pause from college. The world is hard for young people. I really firmly believe it's harder than what it was for us in many, many ways. And with being pandemic kids, that's also a big part of college. But he took a break for a while, and I was like, you know what, I want him to see that his art has value. And so I hired him to design the series of fabrics for us. So I do have the link in the details of the video for anyone who wants to check out the fabric. We also have t-shirts now. We also have stickers and bookmarks and all sorts of other goodies. We have tags. I'll be using some of those today. And all of it is on pre-order right now during our last chance pre-order, which runs until December 6th. And then our lead time will start, which is 7 weeks from December 6th is when you can expect to see your fabric. But this is the one I'm using. So this is the fabric that has all of the dragons on it. It's called Before Moonfall, Times Before Moonfall, something like that. Because in the book, in the beginning, everywhere has dragons, and then they start falling. They become moons, and the moons fall. So this is the interior fabric, which is what he designed. There's a couple different ones. And then we're going to use, here, let me grab what we're using here. We're going to use for the exterior, because it is my nephew, I figured we would do the brimstone dragons. So there's a quote in the book. He's fired in brimstone. I'm oh gosh, shattered ice, right? And so this is the brimstone or saber scythe scales that we're using. I'm using vinyl from Tulip Bee. This is the gray, forget exactly what it's called, but this is from Tulip Bee. And then I am going to be binding it. This does call for binding, and I'm using our Peachy Keen binding because I feel like that goes the best with the interior. So we are going to be binding. I don't know if we'll get that far, everyone, but we're going to try. I mean, I have my little card slot tester from Carolina Little Stitches. Also, what we do have these charms. So I'll show you these. So in the book, there's parchment larks, and that's how they send messages. And so we did create these acrylic charms that are with Jade and Chris from the Heartwood and Hide. So we have these in our shop. And if you want to turn them into zipper pulls, over at Dream Big Creations, they have these little charm zipper pulls. They have them in both sizes, size 3 and size 5. So we are going to, this is going to be the interior zipper, is going to be one of the charms. So that's that. The tags do come in a set of 3 different quotes. And the other hardware that I am using is from SiahSwag. And then the webbing I got is from Georgia Girl Stitches. So this is the webbing that I'm using, which I figured was, you know, nice burgundy and brown. I feel like it'll go really well on the exterior. And then the rest of the hardware I'm using is matte black hardware. So I got these from Siah because I thought that they're neat. They're kind of like chunky. So that's the 2 zippers on the exterior are going to have that. And then I did the 1.5. It's wrote that you can do 1.5 or you can do 1-inch webbing. So I got, Siah has both sizes. So I got a matte black in the 1.5 inch. So that's what we're doing. So I'm already thinking I might change one thing with the pattern with this card slot, but you know, we'll do it as we go. She does. Well, let's just say, okay, she has the best, I think. Actually, I'll say some of with you, and also that she has the biggest variety, I think. I think she has the biggest variety in the different types of matte black things that you can get. So kudos to Siah, because when I was looking for stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Siah, because when I was looking for the 1.5 inch before, when I made my up bag with my Kevin on the front, I used a silver 1.5 inch from her. So, all right. And then I did interface everything. All my Kona cotton is interfaced with a 101, a Pellin 101, and then this is the, oh gosh, what is this from Fab? She doesn't have it right now. It's the thinner foam from Fabric Therapy. And so you can see everything is interfaced. These were the only 2 things that I interfaced with some foam to give it some depth. All right. So I was just laying out my card slot. My thread is from Emporium Threads today. Ray was nice enough to send me, this is the When September Ends. It's a variegated browns that I gushed over when we were in Vegas, not in Vegas, in Florida. And I'm so glad I got it because it's so pretty and I think it's going to be perfect for this. All right, so I'm going to tilt you guys down. Feel free to share what you're up to today, what you're working on. All right. Okay. I think you guys can see okay. Yeah, Mr. Boo is here. Okay. So the way the pattern is wrote for this is to take this, and I don't understand this part. Oh, I am supposed to cut this part, this piece off, I'm guessing. Yeah. And then you're going to flip it. You're going to turn it. So maybe I should just do it the way the pattern suggests and not try to reinvent the wheel, right? Maybe, Jenna, maybe that would be a good thing to do. Yeah, it goes this way. Yeah. So I want to make this for him because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes when you're an artist, you don't think anyone's going to like your work, right? I mean, I think most artists go through that, like just feeling like their art isn't anything anyone would ever want. It does say in the pattern to cut this top part off. All right. So we are going to, I don't want to sew that though. Let me look at this again. Yeah. And what's the, yeah, 1/4 inch. Okay. That makes sense. All right. I think we're good. So I ordered him one of the t-shirts that we created with his art, and I'm gonna send him this and a bookmark and stickers. So I think especially young people need to be told that what they enjoy, you know, is worthwhile. What's everybody's plans for Thanksgiving? My daughter is staying on campus this year. She's working on her senior project. So it's going to be different this year for us, for sure. Yeah, Misty, I like to say I like to stick to the pattern, but to be really honest, I don't. It's not a disrespect. It's just, it's probably just me. Okay. So now we're going to turn this. This is the first time I've ever done a card slot like this. I've ever turned it. Who knows? Maybe I'll like turning it. I did over interface this a little bit, I think. Oop. See, I didn't catch that there. We're gonna tuck that baby in. Caught that one. something is amok. There we go. DJ is outside working on the studio. Oh, it'll be so nice when that's done. Are my cards gonna fit in here? Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not opposed. Okay, now we need place the finished card slot center on vertical horizontal top main panel lining. Okay. I feel like this is where it's supposed to go. You have to center it. Oh, back-to-back hurricanes. Not fun. Oh, cute. Your turkey fabric. I bet you that looks really cute. Yeah, I feel like, so, you know, definitely with clothes, I kind of stick to that with clothing, for the most part, which we are going to do. I just got some fabric. I want to make my daughter some pajama pants. Some of our new Valentine's fabric that we have on the pre-order. I want to make my daughter some like lounge pants or something. All right, so I think we're just gonna stick you like so. I just feel like this isn't laying right, and that's gonna bother me. It might be that I sewed it wrong. I don't know. Well, I guess it's just how it's supposed to be. It's probably just the way the dragons are that it's making my eyes feel weird. I feel like, you know what I feel like what's missing? I probably should have done beforehand. I should have top stitched these, and that would have looked nicer. So that's probably more what it is. So FYI, if you do this, I would encourage you to top stitch the card slots. I think it would look nicer. And I think what I'm also going to do here, I think I'm gonna just it's calling this sew like this completely shut, but I think I'm gonna leave this little area open, like it could be a little pocket for some cash or something. What do you guys think? And then I already pre-cleared this with my nephew's mom, because he doesn't know that I'm making this. And again, I call kids my nephews and nieces, but Deej and I don't have any siblings. It's actually my husband's cousins that we kind of took all their kids as our nieces and nephews. All right, so I'm putting in this little Jesus, I saw that meme. This is also from Ray at Emporium Threads. I think it's that age group. They'll get it. So we're going to put that in there too. we go. All right. So we're just gonna top stitch all the way around, back stitch at the beginning and pretty good. I'm on a 5 stitch length. Hi, Gypsy woman. You're welcome. Yes, Australia Day. Yeah, I know not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving. I'd be very honest. I mean, we used to do a lot more for Thanksgiving. Now, I'm probably going to be sewing. My son will be home. My daughter, she's staying there. I like turkey, but my family are not big turkey people. So we usually do a ham because that's what everybody will eat. I'll probably get a small turkey that I just make for me, like just like the turkey breast. But yeah, my family, we used to always do it with my mother-in-law, and she makes, actually she might bring it over. Actually, I need to message her. My mother-in-law makes this amazing pumpkin soup. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And she like cooks off her pumpkins and everything herself. So that isn't the most gorgeous card slot I've ever made in my life, but it works. Like I said, I'm going to leave this here like that because, you know, you could stick some other things in there. All right, so that's that piece. Now what? Oh. Now we're going to assemble the slip pocket. And this is where I thought I might need, yeah. All right, so next is the slip pocket. I want to get more, I think I'm just going to use binding. Okay, so the slip pocket is literally just this piece folded, but I think I'm going to use some binded and dyed on the edges of this. Yeah, I feel like I like turkey, like I like just the turkey breast. If you guys have ever got, I don't know if everybody can get them, but it's called Jennie-O turkeys. And they already have like seasoning and everything. It's probably like probably has so much sodium. Probably not healthy for you at all. But because, like I said, no one in my house really eats the turkey. It's pretty much what I've started doing. And I do like that. Like, I'll make the Jennie-O turkey just in my crock pot. I don't ever make the gravy that comes with it. I'll eat like the mashed potatoes or stuffing and the turkey the first day, but it is the most tender turkey for sandwiches afterwards. And you don't have so much of it that you're like so sick of it. Because that's really, for me, that's where it gets a little much, is when it's like too much turkey. All right, so now what we're gonna do, so if you haven't used our binded and dyed yet, I'm finding all sorts of ways to use this. This is one of the ways I like to use it, especially on a binded bag, where I'm going to be using the same color binding, is I like to use it as the top, you know, fold over for the slip pocket. So just going to put, and it actually, each of the weave is a 1/4 inch. So you can, it, you know, really helps you kind of measure things out. Well, it's like a little bit over a 1/4 inch because they're 1 1/4 inch width. Cold green bean salad. I've never had cold green bean salad. It sounds interesting. My daughter would not even go near it because she hates green beans with a passion. We joke with her all the time that whenever we like go to pick up groceries and stuff, we'll like message her and say like, hey, you need groceries for school, we'll pick stuff up. We always joke that we're going to get her a case of green beans because she despises them. But I try everything once. I'm not picky. All right. I cut a little bit longer than what I needed just to and then I usually like to do a second top stitch across the top. And I've been finding a lot of projects that I have been using the Peachy Keen colorway binding. Even if, like, you know, it's not pink, it's not orange, it's a neutral. So I actually really like it a lot. All right, so that, find our centers. My grandmother, because I grew up with my grandparents, my grandmother always went out for Thanksgiving, like always, like big to do. So we always had stuffing, cranberry, like homemade cranberry sauce. She also always made like coleslaw. Oh, was I supposed to? I'm hoping that ends up in the binding. Did I not cut it big enough? Well, we're going to sew down the sides and we'll see how it goes. I should have, I was thinking I probably wasn't, well, we can just do it over top. It doesn't, it's not going into, my nephew isn't going to care. He's just going to think it's cool, right? So the tags come in a set of 3. I'm using the one with the moon plume. This one says, for those who feel small and quiet, spread those wings and roar. So that's the one I'm using here. Just gonna center it. I was thinking maybe since my son will be home, and he's not even a big ham person, my son. It's more my husband and my daughter. So I was thinking my husband is allergic to fish, so we usually don't make fish if there's nothing else for my husband. So I think I might get some salmon. Maybe we'll do, my son and I will do salmon for Thanksgiving. There's no prerequisite of what you're supposed to have. Should have did it beforehand, but it's okay. I don't know if you guys saw, I made, because I'm in Katie's Totally Fabulous Club, and I had seen it a while ago. I think it was even before I went to Florida. Kim from Y6 Made, she had posted a tote bag, and I'm in Katie's Tote Club, but I haven't really been sewing, so I have all these tote panels from Katie, and I saw that pattern from Kim, and I was like, I'm gonna make that because it used binding. And I'm always trying to find things to use my binding for, and so finally yesterday I made one of them, and it got so cute. I love it. I cut another one out. I was thinking about going live and making that, but I want to get this done so when the t-shirt comes for my nephew, I can mail this to him. And then, so I made that, and then I made a Tuesday tote this morning, well, last night and this morning. Harry Potter one. I'm really happy about it. And I used a test fabric. We're kind of wear testing and sew testing that we're thinking about bringing for next summer. So I'm kind of excited. And it'll have like dual purposes. Is this a jade tag? Well, it is made by Jade and Chris, but these are available in our shop. So under our When the Moon Hatched area, we have a set of 3 When the Moon Hatched tags. But Jade and Chris are one of our vendors in our shop. I work with Jade about every 2-3 months. We work together and we work on tags for what's coming. I'm so excited about 2025, but you know, you guys, if you want any of the tags from this year, from any of the dynamic fabric kits, and also there's several tags that we are going to be discontinuing at the end of this pre-order, make sure you get over to the website and look, because there are ones that we won't be bringing back for 2025. I have a little oops there, but again, it's not going to the state fair. It's going to my nephew. Should I maybe have just lifted that up and sewed it? Maybe so. Even though I clipped that, we're just gonna do it. No one will know but us. No one will know but me and YouTube. I'm sure someone's gonna comment on it like, oh, she's so sloppy. Listen, I wouldn't do that if it was a bag I was selling, but it'll make it easier when I'm binding this bag. Yeah, we just, actually, Jade and Chris, we just got done designing tags for 2025, so we have so many good things. I'm so excited. But I can't talk about them, which if you talk to my kids, you know that that's like the worst thing ever. I'm not a good secret keeper when I'm excited about something. Okay, so card slot, slip pocket, now what? Now zipper pocket. Okay. Zipper pocket, zipper pocket, zipper pocket. I've also been like looking to see what to get my kids for Christmas. So much harder when they're older because they don't really need anything, and you pretty much are spending all your money on them still anyways throughout the year. But you want them to have something. So I've been looking to see. I think my son, I think I'm going to get him some Roosevelt shirts. I don't know if you guys know what they are. They're like Disney. Since he's going to be a teacher, I think, oh man, did I use the wrong? No, they're the same size. Okay. Did I cut this wrong? No, that's good. Okay. Where did I put the zipper? There. They're like all different, like Disney button-down shirts. My name? Oh, Gypsy Woman Wendy. Oh, okay. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Okay, so you can choose to either do the clear side with the print on the opposite side, or you can choose to do the side that's printed on it. So, I don't know, let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want it to be seen? I think I want the clear side. Okay. Dream Bag only has these charm zippers in silver and nickel and in rainbow. So I'm just going to use the silver. It doesn't matter. Okay. Is there anything cool you guys are seeing for Black Friday in the sewing world? I saw that Sunny Sewing Machines is doing the where you can get your Thors painted, which is cool. Anybody splurging for a new machine for themselves? I've been looking at a couple different things that I've been considering, but I'm kind of like trying to pace myself. I'm trying to be like, do I really need it? I think I'm gonna still use that on the outside. Maybe we need to put another woven label. What do we want to put on? I think I'm going to use this one. This woven label, it's Create Your Own Happiness. It's from Jolie Lee Creations. You just spent a stupid amount at Superior Valley. I know, I saw they're doing a sale. I've been telling myself maybe tonight I'll sit and see what I know. Gabby's doing a sale over at Wonderground. Yeah, I know there's several like good sales happening. I think so. Just so you guys know what we're doing, if you haven't yet, over on our website, if you go over and you scroll down underneath the pre-order, there will be a deal for Black Friday, but there's going to be something new that's released that you can get for free if you sign up for early access. Make sure you go over to our website and scroll down and find the Holiday Apollo and fill out the form. Because you will get early access to it and you'll get a code to get it for free. So we are doing that, and then there will be a deal over the weekend. And then on Monday, Patreon members, I'm releasing an exclusive dyed fabric to only Patreons on Cyber Monday. So I have a small batch of dyed fabric I'm going to release. I can't believe how fast it gets dark, you guys. You know it? Ugh. I mean, that was one of the reasons. Last night I was sewing until 1 a.m. And I am not a nighttime sewer, you guys. So this morning, Deej and I were talking, and I was like, I couldn't remember things. Your husband bought you a new machine, so Black Friday will be all about accessorizing. Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like those are the sales that, you know, that are really good. Like all of the extras. So, yeah, that sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Oh, you put the happiness tag in most of your bags from Jolie Lee? Yeah, I got a bunch of, she has a bunch of different colors. It's a good one, right? Okay. Yeah, Katie and Jade will be doing another Bob and Buddies in December. This month has just been so busy for all of us. So, not that next month's going to be any less busy. Because I know I'm traveling, Jade and Chris are traveling. So, I know it's going to be kind of nuts, but we want to try to get in one more before New Year. All right, so So even though this is not quite long enough, we're just going to go with it. Wonder if that's, hold on a second, guys. Ugh. I found a piece on the floor earlier and maybe I pulled the wrong piece. Nope, that piece is shorter. Okay. I mean, it's gonna still fit, so we're fine. Okay. Let me just look, because I don't think we fully enclose it. Okay. I'm not sure how this bag, well, it's binded, so we're not pulling it through anywhere. So. Right, Wendy? Yes, I agree. I mean, I do think being surrounded by others is a source of happiness, right? But being codependent is definitely not. I get you there. But I do feel like it's important to not isolate ourselves and not to be afraid to ask for help. Which is different than relying on them for your happiness, but I am doing my zipper different than the pattern. This is the way I like to do zipper pockets. Okay. I'm just kind of finger press it. And we're going to pull off our top tape. Pull this baby in. Oh, I have it too low. I'm going to have to cut this and make it a little bit shallower. That's okay. Improvise. Yep. I feel like once you find a style to do a zipper pocket that really works for you, that's your go-to way, right? Oh, I forgot to. My daughter loves to read, so I was thinking about getting her, last year we got her one of those, it's like a book nook puzzle. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. They're like these wooden things that you, like a wooden puzzle that you break out, and then it builds like kind of a nook that goes on a bookshelf, and they light up and stuff. Her and her boyfriend made the one we got her last year, and she loves that sort of thing. She was always my kid. We used to buy Legos for my son, and she would end up putting them together. He would just sit and watch. He enjoyed the watching, putting them together. She actually was the one who enjoyed putting them together. So I feel like it's like grown-up Lego. My son loves puzzles, and I found on Amazon, I want to see if I can find them with like a small shop. Probably not. But they have these puzzles, like regular like table puzzles, that the puzzle is not what is on the box. It's like a mystery puzzle. You have to like figure it out. So I think I'm gonna get, you know, because they're adults, but you still want them to, like, I don't know, they're gonna be here all, you know, winter for their winter break from school. So to just like get them something that's not just clothes and tires. My son, we're getting him tires for his car. I always, for my sides, I always reinforce it on my zippers. I know that probably most people don't see a point in it, but I feel like it, in my brain, it helps. I don't think I've ever watched Crafter Ian and So Becca. They're funny. I need to find this. All right, since this is a little bit too big, we're gonna cut it, and we're just gonna clip it up here. That way it's out of my binding. And I'm gonna actually clip all of this down then. Make sure, if you're not signed up for our email list, actually, Amber Lee, who is the designer of this pattern, her and I are doing a collaboration with free information, free sewing information. We both wrote a blog post. Amber did hers specifically on running a small business, like tips for small business owners. So if you sell bags, she wrote a really great, and you can download it in a PDF. I'll be sending it out Friday, and like next week, I'll be sending it out to my lists. And then I wrote, I went and did, I've been doing a ton of research on what the trends are going to be for next year in sewing and in fashion, bag making in particular. And I wrote a blog post on the trends for 2025. So we're going to be sending that out this week. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. Look how cute that got. I'm so happy with the little zipper and the little knee. That's what the name of this parchment lark is, Knee. It's a character in the book. That's so cute. All right, so we have our card slot, we have our slip pocket, and we have our zipper pocket. Now what? Now what? Now we're gonna do our sides. So I need to see how big pieces I need to cut this webbing. So I need an 8-inch piece. I don't know if I have a D-ring, which you don't necessarily need. But it's a nice feature. So let me cut this piece of webbing. And we're gonna grab these. We're gonna grab this. Let me see if I have a matte black D-ring. That was something I didn't get. Yeah, I only have little ones. Poors. Wow. Yeah. It just isn't gonna have a D-ring. Okay. We're down our edges of our binding here. Our binding, our webbing. Okay. All right, first thing we're gonna do here, I mean, I could actually, well, no, that's not, I don't want to do that. Which we're going to put like so. And we're gonna do up through here, down through here, like so. Yep. All right. Oh. Okay. This direction. I'm gonna stitch here. Okay, fold one edge of, oh, let me read this, the whole thing. Fold one of your straps, right sides together, sew along. Okay, right sides together. Yep, okay. And 1/4 inch seam allowance. These are the first time I'm using Tula Bee vinyl. Has anybody else ordered from Tula Bee? Thank you. I'm hoping it is gonna be nice. I want to make one of these for myself too. I have my Louis waist pack that Amber, the craft reporter, that she made me when we were in Vegas together, and I love it, but I wish it was had just a little bit more room in it, and I feel like this one will have more room. I made so many quilts I had to move to bag making. Yeah, I feel like that's actually one of the, I'm not going to tell you what's all in the article I wrote, but I think it is one of the trends we're going to see this year, just because of the time frame we're in. I think we're going to see more people transitioning from whatever they've been sewing the past, say, 3-4 years to something new, because there is seasonal changes or time changes with that. You know, a lot of people started sewing or got back into sewing during the pandemic. Why would it go that direction? I'm very confused by the picture here. I'm a little nervous. Okay, so we did that. I have this. Place strap wing, hue, top stitches. Okay, top stitch. Place the webbing piece. Okay, we're gonna top stitch this. We're gonna top stitch all edges. Okay. And I didn't change my top stitch length. Oh well, the sides don't matter. I remember to do it for the other side too. What time? Okay, we're at 4:30, so we have another hour yet. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now I'm getting it. All right, I have to stay stitch this in place. Okay. And then, yep, that's going to go like that. Now this is going to go like this. Okay. That makes sense. And now we're going to draw an X. Is that the direction this is supposed to be? I feel like... Okay. I know this part, I wasn't super picky everywhere else. But I'm being picky here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a quilter. My aunt. Okay, I have to think about this. We're gonna go down, up, down, up. Nope. 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 Oh my gosh, you guys. Hmm. Why am I not figuring this out? We're just gonna do it. I was like, I always end up going over at least one. There's a way, isn't there? There's a way. And I'm kind of like, I want to know the way now. There is a way. But if we end up going over a line, we end up going over a line, right? Nope. That wasn't the way. We're just going to make the two sides have two lines. The box. It's just going to be more sturdy. Oh, now there'll be 3 lines there. Oh, well, we'll do another line back. Stitch 90 degrees, stitch 45. See, Fran, it's all right. It is what it is. 90 degrees, and 45. So 90 degrees and 45. That would have been that. But how? I'm going to have to watch someone do it for the 100th and 50th time. All right. It is what it is. Again, my nephew's going to love it. All right. Now we do the other side, which is, which I have to see how much. I didn't look at that. How much do I need to cut of the 50 inches? Stitch the whole length of the box. Oh, Fran. See, this is why I like sewing with you ladies. That makes perfect sense, Fran. Oh. Okay. Now, I need to do this other side. Perfect sense. Oh, okay. But this, we are going to, this is the first time I'm ever making a belt bag, you guys. Can you believe it? We're going to put the webbing in like so. Yeah. And we're gonna just top stitch, well, sew just two sides with, yeah, okay. I really love this thread from Ray. It's really pretty. We would sew the whole box, the whole outside of the box. So sew the whole outside of the box, go up. Oh yeah, sew the whole outside. I thought sew the whole outside of the box, sew up, sew down, sew up, sew down. Is that right? Because you do put, I don't know. Someone better than me figure this out. It's getting late, you guys. It's not really that late. It's just getting dark. And that's when my brain decides it's going to shut off. All right, so now what we're going to do, now we're going to stitch along all sides. Okay. Have to remember I top stitch the other side with a small stitch. So we're going to do that here as well. I do really like this webbing with this tulipy vinyl. The tulipy vinyl is sewing really nice as well. It's not super thin, but it's not super heavy either, which I like. Shoot, back in there. Okay, so those are made. It says we'll finish these at the end, but we're going to attach them to the back panel. Okay. This is my back panel, and I am going to measure. Oh, do I need to, I need to do something first. I need to attach my zipper pocket to this. Hey there, Kim. How you doing? I was talking about you and your pattern that I made yesterday. I love it. I have another one cut out. All right, we're gonna, oh, I should probably find my center on this too. I'm excited. I want to do, so next year, first of all, we're doing more clothing. Here on the channel, we're going to do more clothing. And I also want to do some like quilted bags. It's definitely, and maybe not like more like free quilting type of deal. I don't know. I have some fabric designs that I have that are really cool. It's kind of like, because like one of the trends that's going to be in a lot of fashion is like that, like the puffer coats and whatnot. But I found some fabric I think would be really cool to like kind of make like, to look puffy. And it's like the fabric's already printed to look puffy, and then if you add some quilting to it. So I want to do that. Whoop. Dropping stuff. Also, I don't know if you guys saw my earrings. I'm wearing the little suit earrings that my daughter crocheted, and they're on pre-order. She thinks she'll have enough of time over her holiday break to make like maybe like 10 pairs or so. Here, I don't know if you guys saw them. Did you see them? I don't know. I didn't see if they were in the camera or not. But they're so stinking cute. Look how cute they are. Aren't they adorable? They're adorable. Yeah, so if you like the little sewing suits, and all the money goes to my kid. Help pay for gas and groceries and whatnot. Alright, so there's that. Now we can put our straps on here. And we're going to measure down. Come on, zipper pull. 1. Okay. I finally bought myself a hump jumper. I think I might need it soon. And that's a pretty thick baby there. Okay, and then this one will go like this. And we're gonna roll this baby up here. Okay, so there's that. Like, I don't know, I really love this webbing. I love the colors of it. I'm a neutral girl. I like neutrals, so. All right, now we're gonna start, what time is it? It's going on 5 o'clock. So now we're gonna start the front gusset. So I need to go get that. Which I have to see which is the front gusset here, because there's how many different sizes of things. Okay. Front gusset. not called the same thing. All right. Main. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Need this. Okay. I need this. I'm going to do this first. All right, so, oh, buggers. Where am I sticking this little guy? Don't let me forget about that little guy if we get that far. I need to put this tag on the front here. And this tag says, "Broken things make the sharpest weapons." It's a quote from the book. What was this? I've heard that from a few people that they had enough left over to make additional quilts. Must give you a ton of fabric in that kit. What kit is this? Oh, this one here? The dragon scale. Yeah, I really love this one because it looks like it's on fire. Do I make this a puffy tag? I think we're gonna. So this is something that I did a couple weeks ago, and I really love how it turns out. So take a piece of foam, stick it to your tag, and then okay. So first we're going to sew our tag. Last week, my daughter was home and she wanted to go scuba diving for her senior project, and she needed a new scuba suit uniform. Scuba suit. And so we went and got her a new scuba suit, but they don't make them. Her original one has like on the ankles, it has like Velcro for you to be able to pull it up over your boots and whatnot that you're using, right? And the new ones that our scuba shop had did not have that. She's like, "Oh, I really like that. You know, makes it easier to take it on and off." I was like, well, I'm sure my Sailrite can handle it, the neoprene. Like, we can take the one off of your original suit and put it on your other. Let me tell you, neoprene is sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky. She handled it. She didn't like it, but she handled it. All right, so there's my puffy tag. Now I need to decide. I think I'm going to put it on like here, you know, like have it be a little bit more like off-centered. Yeah, I think it just gives it a different, you know, almost accent. Not that it didn't already like give it the look of like a bag plate, but I feel like adding that little bit of foam just kind of like really makes it stand out, right? All right, now we're gonna sew the tag on. And I think I'm going to stop here with you guys after I sew this onto here before I get into the gusset, since it is getting late. That way, maybe tomorrow night we'll come on and we'll finish it. Well, tomorrow. Oh, no, I can't tomorrow night. I'm going to see Wicked with my bestie. I promise we'll show the finished product. I might finish it not on here. But I promise I'll make sure to post pictures, like really nice pictures of it. Because I have a feeling, I don't want to start the gusset and then have to stop, because I feel like that's a recipe for me to mess up the gusset, and I really don't want to mess that part up. I think my husband is coming in from working on the studio, so time to make dinner. I'm going to make steak and baked potatoes and salad. Easy peasy. All right, we'll attach the card holder. So definitely go over, one, make sure you're signed up for exclusive access for Black Friday from us, you guys. Don't miss out on the free deal. Again, free. And don't miss out on the last chance of the pre-order, especially like tags and things like that that you really like. Make sure that you get it in. December 6th is when it ends, and our lead time is 7 weeks. However, we have Valentine prints in the pre-order, and so our goal is to get them out way in time, earlier than our lead time, so that you have time to do your Valentine's Day sewing. All right, so definitely take advantage of that. So I'm just gonna stay stitch this all the way around. And if you haven't read When the Moon Hatched yet, and you like fantasy romance books, now's your time to do it. If you're having a hard time getting through the book, listen to the audiobook, because the audiobook is so good. So there's our exterior. Let's grab our pieces that we finished. There's our exterior with our card pocket. Here's our slip pocket. Here's our zipper and our other exterior. So there you have it. I promise we'll finish it and I'll share it with you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me for a little while, okay? All right, have a good one. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Thanks so much. This was so much fun. I needed this with all of you. All right, take care.